Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be diving into content and copy and images that make great ads, because we already know your ideal customer, we already know a landing page worth landing on, so let's dive into what makes great ads and how you can make great ads. So when it comes to copy, it's one of the most important parts of your ad, whether it's Facebook ads just above the video or picture, or in the video itself, what people say. Because copy is how you can sell someone on a product. People don't buy products, and that's where a lot of advertisers fall short. They just take a picture of their product, they put it on an ad, they run it, and they think, oh, this is gonna get me tons of money. It doesn't work that way. People don't buy products, they buy solutions to their problems. I say this all the time. If you go watch any of my other videos here on YouTube, that's probably the number one thing I say. People buy solutions to their problems. They don't buy products. And so with your copy, that's where you're able to tell people, hey, here's this problem that we solve and how we solve it. So diving into the ads, a lot of the concepts of your ads is gonna be kind of a review from the previous lessons. You see, an ad is just a shorter version of your landing page. And that's something with your ads that you have to remember is you wanna keep it short, you wanna keep it simple. Like if you can say something with less words, say it with less words. Essentially, you just gotta trim the fat of your copy. Cut out what you can that's non-essential. If it's not gonna help sell your product, just don't include it. The other thing that is really important, and this is kind of a callback to our last lesson when I talked about sandbar, is speaking in your customer's ideal language. And I don't mean like English or Spanish or anything. Your customer talks about their problems a very specific way. You need to know what that is, because you may say, hey, we help with back pain. But if your ideal customer is talking about like, oh they don't talk about like, oh, I have back pain. They say, oh, I have a stiff back. My back is so sore. My back is aching. You don't say, oh, we help with back pain. You say, hey, we help with an aching back. Even though it's very similar, it is completely different because one is gonna be identified by your ideal customer as the problem they have and one is not. So one last thing about copy I just wanted to share is a template that we use. It's the get this without this. It's something, get a specific outcome without a common problem. So for Rep Labs, we focus on getting our clients high revenue, but without having to spend tons of ad spend. So maybe some copy we use for Rep Labs when we're running ads is get high revenue without high ad spend. Because then business owners can see like, oh yeah, I want high revenue, but I don't want to spend tons of money to get that. It's very relatable. And that's just a quick template that we can use here at Rep Labs, or you can use for your own products. So the next part of this lesson I want to talk about is the images that you can use for your ads. Now there's two different types of pictures that you can use for your ads. You can use just product shots and you can use lifestyle shots. And I kind of want to break down each one real quick. So your product shots, a lot of times new businesses, inexperienced marketers, what they'll do is they'll just get a picture of their product with a plain white background and they'll use that. And it's not very good. Try and avoid using that. If you're gonna do product pictures, make sure your product has a background, a setting, if it's a kitchen product, take the picture in the kitchen. If it's a product that's, like a picture or something, put it on an actual wall in like a living room, right? As simple as this sounds, I've just seen so many business owners, I go in and audit their ad accounts, which if you ever want me to do an audit of your ad account, just leave a comment below or email us at support@replabsofficial.com and we'll get you an audit of your ad account. But I'll go in and audit these ad accounts and like they're running this ad with like a picture of a bottle of something, it's plain white background, and they're like, I'm not sure why my ads aren't working. I'm like, well, it doesn't stand out, it doesn't look good. Why would anybody click on it? So that's what the product pictures, make sure you have some sort of background that looks just really good. Now with the lifestyle pictures, this is also one of the, this is in terms of good, better, best with ads, this is the best you should always have. It's the best. You have pictures of people using your product. I've done advertising for a lot of clothing brands and they're run ads with just a picture of the t-shirt or the piece of clothing on maybe a mannequin or just like on a flat laid background and stuff. And that just doesn't do it for people. You need to have it, if you're a clothing brand, for example, we'll use that because that's probably the most visual type of product you can advertise. If you're running ads if you're getting pictures of your clothing brand, your clothing should be being worn by someone in an environment that your ideal customer can relate to. So if you're selling an apparel brand for like gym goers, people who go to the gym, right? They should be using they should be wearing the clothes in the gym, and you should be having somebody who like your ideal customer wishes they looked like, right? If you're selling like fitness clothes, you should be getting the most jacked, ripped, totally swole person ever wearing your clothes in this picture, because that way you can get them to relate not just with your product, but with like, I want to look like that and they're wearing this clothing. And that's what you want to portray with your lifestyle pictures. Now, leading into the third part of this lesson, we're going to talk about videos. And something that my video team hears from me all the time, and they sometimes roll their eyes over, is that they're in here with me, so they just rolled their eyes again. Sales over art. Sales are the priority. We're advertising. So we're not trying to win an Oscar. We're not trying to make this beautiful piece of art. We're trying to sell a product. So if you're making your videos and they have video shots and content in there that is not helping sell the product, get rid of it. A good example of this is the hook, right? Your hook is, you've got 5 seconds to hook someone in, to get them interested in what you have. And with your video, a lot of the times, videographers will try and do some nice drone shot of the mountains, or they'll throw in a nice logo, or they'll start telling this like story, and like they're trying to make this beautiful thing, and nobody cares. And so people are losing interest in the first 5 seconds. And that's what you have to grab someone's attention. And I was talking to one of my video guys, and he's like, well, this cool shot would get my attention, so that's why I've put it in there. But our conversation started, I was like, okay, well, are you the ideal customer of this product? He's like, well, no. I was like, then who cares? It's all about what your ideal customer cares about, not what you care about. And as a videographer, yeah, you love that shot, but we're not selling a video shot or a technique on how to do cool videos. That's not gonna grab people's attention. And that's why you don't need to worry about making it this most beautiful thing ever. You need to focus on getting their attention and selling your product. And that first 5 seconds is the hook, and you have to grab it real quick. So with your video ads, just like with your ad copy, just like with your landing page, you need to sell the solution to their problems and not focus on the features of the products. And this is where a lot of marketers and entrepreneurs really struggle, is they're like, I have this product, it has this, it has this, it has this. People don't care about the features. They care about what those features do for them. A good example, and it's a product I bring up a lot because we advertise it a lot, is the Meteor. Its features are, it has vibration and it has heat, and it's the ideal size for targeting areas on your body that are hard to get to for recovery. So nobody cares that the Meteor vibrates. What they care about is what the Meteor, why vibration helps them feel better. Again, nobody cares that it heats up. What they do care about is how it's so convenient and how it helps with blood flow that helps make them feel better. They don't care that it's an ideal size. They care about how that ideal size is going to make them feel better. And so with your video, you need to break down why that feature is going to help them feel better or help them get the end result that they're looking for. Now, a tool that we like to use at replabs for our ads is, we call it UGC, user-generated content, video testimonials. We like getting content from people who are using the product, people who've tried it, and stitching it together to make some really nice ads. Here's a nice little one that we made for Milestorm.
Got this new thing to help me recover. It's the Meteor.
This has made all the difference in my training.
I just had carpal tunnel surgery,
It's cool. It feels good on it.
This has been a game changer for me.
The Meteor is an amazing recovery tool.
I use almost every day before I train.
The great thing about this and what separates it from other massage tools out there, massage guns, is that
I can use the heat with the vibration together as part of my warm-up routine and for my recovery.
The shape is able to target specific muscles that are especially tense. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Check it out.
This is a great example of content that didn't take a lot to film. And yeah, it's not the nicest content, but it performs really well because it's very real and authentic of people using it, who like it, who are describing it. And so people can relate to it. UGC Video Testimonial is one of the best kind of content that you can run for ads because it just connects. It connects to everyday people, so they see real people using it. 2, these people who are describing it in their own words, right? Going back to, you want to talk the way your ideal customer talks, well, have them talk for you. And they're going to say it in ways that people can just understand. Hey, so everyone, just a quick recap of everything we went through. With your copy, make sure you are selling people the solution to their problems and not the features of your product. With the pictures, make sure you're trying to use as many lifestyle pictures that can be relatable to your ideal customer and less just pictures of your product. And number 3, with your videos, remember, you have to hook them in the first 5 seconds and prioritize the sales, not the art. You're not making a movie, you're making an ad. Here's some of the tools that we like to use they're not necessarily all free, but they're all tools that we use every single day here at replabs. So number 1, envato. It offers a lot of B-roll that you can use for your videos so you don't have to go film things. A lot of stock images, sounds, videos, graphics, animations that are licensing for free. It's great, especially if you're trying to run ads and don't have a big budget for shooting content. You can find a lot of what you're looking for here. There is a monthly or annual subscription, but if you're making more than 5 or 6 ads in a year, it's totally worth it. Other tools we use, Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. Those are all things we use for our content creation. Those have a monthly fee. Canva has a free version. That's a great tool to use, especially for building landing pages, graphics and everything. It's super awesome, super easy to use. You don't have to be a graphic designer, and it's free. AutoScripts, this is a good copywriting tool. It has a lot of automated scripts that you can just fill in the blanks. If you don't have any experience copywriting, it's a great tool to use. I think it's like $100 or $200 for a lifetime usage. It's great. I don't really use it anymore, but when I was first getting started, it was a good tool to learn some really good principles and formulas for copywriting. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you comment and subscribe, and leave a like. That helps us a ton, especially if you want to stay up to date on all the digital marketing tips, tricks, and hacks. And make sure you subscribe, especially because lesson 4 and the final lesson will be coming out here on YouTube for free, where we dive into the strategy of ad buying. So I'll see you there.
His phone's